All right, guys, how's it going? So, I believe Mohamed Salah is off and leaving Liverpool. That is the view of Graham Souness. I don't know if you can see him on the screen behind me. Before we get into this, I'm reading this on the Daily Mail website, right? So, literally, zillions and zillions of adverts. Is there anything that we can use on mobile phones to view this without all that shit? Like, obviously on a web browser, you can install adblock and stuff like that. Can someone help me out with this? Because it drives me mental. It really does. Some articles are unreadable. Do you know what I mean, guys? Don't mind a bit of advertising, but they really take the piss. Anyway, so let me know, because I'm a granddad. I ain't got a fucking clue. So anyway, the headline, this particular version, is Mo Salah is the most selfish player I have ever witnessed and disappears when the going gets tough, says Graham Souness in scorchingly honest opinion of Liverpool's star man. Now, would you agree with that? Do you agree with that? Is Mo Salah the most selfish player you've ever witnessed? And does he disappear when the going gets tough? Now, we don't need to, go through the article. There's no point reading all that to you. And to be honest with you, I always focus on the quotes first. Always. And then I read the rest of the article if I want to, because a journalist can really influence you, right? Even the pictures can influence you. Do you know what I mean? So let's stick with the quotes. I believe Mohamed Salah is off and leaving Liverpool. He has been fabulous for Liverpool, but if he leaves to the Saudi Pro League, then he'll be the biggest star in that part of the world. He no doubt has an exceptionally large opinion of himself. And he'll have been angry at not starting the game against West Ham last week. I think the situation with Jurgen Klopp was a reaction to only being brought on with 10 minutes to go. It was more Salah than it was Klopp. Sorry, every time I say Salah, I want to do it like fucking Fabrizio Romano. It was more Salah than it was Klopp in that confrontation. Salah is the most selfish player I have ever witnessed. Even prior to that game, whenever Klopp takes him off, he is never happy about it. Nothing wrong with that, is there? But if you showing signs of, maybe petulance or anger towards your manager, it doesn't look good, does it, around the world? But, it doesn't look good for the manager. I don't like anyone that disrespects the manager. That is what you want from your players. If you take them off on 2 goals, they should want to stay on as a scorer third. When Sadio Mane was there, they'd fall out all the time. And I think that, hang on, has he said anything else? No, that's it. That's more or less what he said. I think he was speaking to Simon Jordan, who he's chimed in as well. Fuck off, I hate flies. This fly's been in here 2 days. I've opened window for you, bastard. Fuck off. Simon Jordan, he said, I know this is controversial and people are going to tell me what a clown I am and I should ride around in a clown car, but I'm not a fan of Mo Salah. I don't think he's as good as people make him out to be. I think he dives. I think he can be a fair-weather player. I know this will sound ridiculous to people and will make me incredibly unpopular by saying it. Obviously, he scored lots of goals, but when the going gets tough, some people stand up and fight and some people don't. I get this feeling that Salah can be one of those. It's an opinion. What do you make of that? I don't like the Salah bashing either, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. He's like one of the best players I've ever seen play for Liverpool. Do you know what I'm saying? The spat with the boss was wrong. It absolutely was. But sometimes I just think, like, I don't know. You put a lot of men in any situation, that's a lot of testosterone, isn't it? Like, a lot of personalities, and especially with the football, there's a lot of fucking egos. Do you know what I mean? But disrespecting the manager is not cool, as Jurgen would probably say. And I didn't like to see it. I don't like to see that at all. It's important how they react next, isn't it? When they're next in that situation. That's what we need to look out for. If there is a substitution situation on or off or whatever, do you know what I mean? We need to look at how they, shake hands or whatever. Klopp's big on that. Do you know what I mean? And I like it. If it's true that Jurgen said to him, like, do you want to stay on the bench? I like shit like that. Do you know what I mean? Don't matter who you are. So, but I don't like the bashing of of Salah. It feels a bit prickly there from Simon Jordan, who I do like Simon Jordan, guys, I've got to be honest. I do like his views. Doesn't mean I have to agree with all of them. As for Graham Souness, he's a Liverpool legend. He played for Liverpool before my time, but he was an absolute, fucking brilliant player. I've had this video on in the background, Football's Greatest, Souness, right? Just watching it while I was just getting ready to do this. And, I like to have like something on the background when I'm talking about something. And I also like to drop a few hints sometimes. But apart from that time, I had the dancing dwarf striptease woman. That was a hint of anything. So, yeah, like Souness saying, I will listen to Souness, even if you don't agree with him. I think like because of what he did for Liverpool as a player, right? For me, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to sit there and listen to what you've got to say, even if I disagree with it. Does that make sense? And, I've just been watching some of the fucking crunching tackles and fucking what a player Graham Souness was. Manager for Liverpool, not the best, all right? Tried too hard, tried to shake things up too quickly or whatever. But I still have a great deal of respect for the man, especially when he had that heart surgery and whatnot. We know he made a big gaffe one time. Everyone makes mistakes. But I like Graham Souness. He's old school to me. Do you know what I mean? I'd love to have seen him as a player. But unfortunately, he played really, before my time. But I can still acknowledge he's a great. And when true greats speak, I do listen. And legend is a word that's thrown around too quick today. In football, I think. I've seen people mention certain Liverpool players, even some of them in the team now. Oh, legend. It's like, really? Nah, the old boys, man, fucking mint. And I'm not like gushing over a period when, what I mean? Like I say, he didn't play for me, but I've still got that massive respect for Graham Souness. It doesn't mean, however, by default that he is right, but I'm going to listen to him. So I welcome your thoughts on that. He thinks Mo's off as well. Do you know what I mean? So that'd be interesting. I think with the Mo Salah, is he leaving, whatever. I think the club have done this coordinated media briefing, we expect him to be here kind of thing. He's not for sale kind of thing, even though he's got a fucking year left on his contract. He's not for sale here, right? If the Saudis come in with the money, they'll take it, in my opinion. I genuinely think that what we saw about Mo Salah and Liverpool planning for life with him was just part of that game, if you like, to send a message to the Saudis. But the Saudis have to think, do we spend money now or do we wait till next year when he's on a free? Now, to most football clubs, they think, well, we'll wait a year. Them fuckers, like, you know what I mean? They can spend anything, can't they? So they're probably like, not give a fuck, if we can get him out there. So I don't think the Salah thing is as settled as everybody thinks. I don't know what he will do. But it's going to be a distraction for us. Obviously over the summer, maybe we'll have this speculation. I think we will. And if he stays, I think it could be a distraction for us throughout the season, because if he underperforms, people are going to say, we should have sold him in the summer. Then it'll be like, is he going to leave then? Is he going to leave it? We don't need that, especially a new manager doesn't need that. So me personally, if a big money offer came in for him, I would take him. That's not me going, I'm forgetting how great of a player he was. I just think that if there's a chance he might leave on a free, then I would cash in. However, remember what I said to you the other day in a video. 2 years ago, when they had that contract standoff, Salah's agent, what's he called? Rami Abbas, right? He basically conveyed to Liverpool, don't be thinking you're going to sell him with a year to go. If we don't sort out a contract now, don't think you can sell him with a year to go in his contract because we'll dig in and he'll leave on a free. So he was very threatening with that. Do you know what I mean? And we're in that situation again, aren't we? You might want to extend his contract, but Michael Edwards ain't going to pay big money, I think, for that, for an aging player that's maybe slowing down a little bit. And then you're in the same scenario again, like, extend his contract, but when does he leave? Like, when do they cash in? Or will they cash in or will he go for free? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's already a distraction because we're already having to think about it, right? And I don't want it to go. What I don't want, guys, is to go into next season, right, through the season, talking consistently. Is that right? Yeah, I guess consistent. It's not the right word. I don't want to be talking every fucking day, about Mo Salah, what's going to happen. Could he leave in January? should we I can't be doing with it. Like, I love Mo Salah, do you know what I mean, as a player. I didn't like his behaviour in that thing, but I've moved on from that. But I don't want a distraction. A new manager don't want it either. Can't be doing with it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, my opinion really doesn't matter in this video. This was just to tell you what Graham Souness thinks. Do you agree with him? What not? Let me know, guys. Please thumbs up the video if you appreciate the video. Drop me a comment if you want to buy me a beer or a coffee. Hit the super thanks button. Please read the video description to take part in the other things that are there, the newsletter, the social media, our chat room. We've got a chat room that's there all the time. Hundreds of them in there, guys. Come on. Come in the chat room on your mobile phone, mute it so you don't get bothered. And when when you're on the carzy or when you're traveling, you can see what everyone's saying. And it's all like Cop Talk peoples, all the people you see in the comments, all good people. Do you know what I mean? So come and join us. All right. That's it. I'll leave it with you. I'll speak to you in a bit.